As we do attempt to salvage the stream. Oh no, still struggling actually. Beautiful. As Zoun does commit to diving on the main army. Breaks through the initial front line. The Immortal has arrived as well. Zoun is going to be able to bust into the middle line. Probe's going to be falling. Oh, and yeah, so far, a rough start for Jumy. Going to be locked out. At the same time, he wants to go into his DTs, but locked out of his space. Locked out of his natural. Zoun pushing in. Force fields the ramp. Locks Jumy out of his own base. Out of his own expansion. Likewise, Jumy blinks in. Blink is done. DTs are going down across the map. Yeah, probes are falling. 26, 27 workers. Can he hold? Can he survive? He's crippling the economy here of Zoun, but at the same time, the main army is breaking through, and Zoun has detection. He has the Observer. If there wasn't the Observer, then maybe Jumy can pull this off. As he gets 28 probes, but he will lose the natural. And Zoun saves his own. He saves his own base. Saves the expansion. Zoun pushing in. As Jumy's forced further back. And yeah, he's out of production. He can't warp in. He has no more production. He's got one gateway to warp in one unit at a time. And Zoun, it looks like he has on it. He is breaking through. Yeah, breaking through the initial army. Catching out probes. The boys are being pulled. A moment of desperation here for Jumy. He does try to come in, but he just doesn't have enough. GG gets called, and Zoun takes game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Zoun does take lead in the series. I do apologize for the stream going down in the middle of that game, but I will most likely re-record that for YouTube also. I did switch the Twitch server. Basically, it was just a server issue. That's why everything is fine now. It's just a server issue. So, unfortunately, nothing that we could do at the time. It's out of our hands, out of our control. We're getting into game number 2. But yeah, it seems like for whatever reason the Sydney server is unstable at this time of the day. Moving forward, I might just avoid the Sydney server, and I might just stream to Singapore moving forward. So do apologize, but now let's focus on our series. Again, welcome one and all to the grand finals of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle. I know that we lost most viewers here as we had to turn the stream off and back on again, but for those that stuck around, welcome to our bi-weekly tournament. And again, we're here in the grand finals. We're here in our PvP. If you want to support the tournament, you can do so via Matcherino, !Matcherino in the chat. You can help fund the tournament. You can help boost the prize pool for these players as well as we embrace our best of 5 grand finals. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of El Dorado, we have the German Protoss player. We have the green Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss player from South Korea leading the series 1-0. It is Zoun. Here we go. But yeah, the Singapore server is looking smooth. For whatever reason, specifically at around this time every day, the Sydney Twitch server does struggle. So I'm probably just going to avoid it. I think moving forward, I'm probably just going to avoid the Sydney server entirely. Regardless, here we go. We do have Jumy once again going for a proxy across the map. Now, if you missed it last game, Jumy did go for a proxy Dark Shrine. He was able to cripple the economy of Zoun, did so much damage across the map, but Zoun had an army and Jumy did not. Jumy spent his forces to harass, meanwhile Zoun spent his forces to just kill. So Zoun is able to snowball out of control with that initial robo. Meanwhile, Jumy setting up for a proxy, setting up for an all-in. Zoun opening up economically, going for a gate into Cybercore, into expansion. Let's go. Let us go. See someone saying no, some frame drops. For my side, everything looks clean. Just as a heads up. But there might actually be like a frame drop here or there, just because, of course, we're connecting to a server that's further away. Do apologize for that. As for now, it is going to be the initial Stargate before Nexus. So again, economic opener here, the max opener out of Zoun. Zoun is scouting, is checking, is looking for the proxy, and it looks like he will come across it. Likewise, Jumy, he's not committing too hard. Only a singular proxy gateway. Zoun, he will find it, and he will respond. Zoun, he pulls away. Shield battery here into, I would imagine, a Void Ray as a response. Jumy is going to be forced back. So far, Zoun holding his own. He does hold, he does defend. Oh. Forcing back those zealots. Does bring it down. And with the completion of the shield battery, Zoun should be okay. Void Rays in production. Zoun is supply blocked. Ooh, that is a little bit concerning here. But it looks like Jumy's just going to expand. Like, he's not all in. He's not all in. He is proxying, that is true. He is applying pressure, but he's trying to force an overreaction while he expands back at him instead. Jumy setting up for a longer game state. He's setting up. There's the Nexus. Zoun still on one base. He set up 2 shield batteries, by the way. 2 shield batteries, a Void Ray, extra warp ins, going for another gateway. A heavy delay here. Even a 3rd gateway is, oh my god. Now, this is really good for Jumy. Jumy, he is forcing an overreaction, but the problem is that this defense can turn into an offense. Zoun, he can turn this into a 1-base all-in. That is why Jumy has to be concerned. He has to be concerned that he isn't too vulnerable back at home, that he's able to set up and able to build up. We'll see if he can. Jumy racing back home. Does race back. 1 Stalker does fall. Nice pick up here for Zoun. Gets a Stalker. Oh. As you see, one of the Stalkers getting put out. He gets 2. 2 Stalkers do fall. Nice catcher from Zoun. Does intercept, getting another Stalker. Oof. And this is what I was worried about here. As Zoun, he has a terrifying army. He's got 2 Void Rays. He can chase down the army and move out for a counterattack. As Jumy, he turns back around, setting up back at home. Gateway gets depowered, and Zoun, he doesn't waste his time with the gateway. He pushes. Zoun, he is pushing. Jumy back at home, in trouble, throwing down more shield batteries. Jumy, he needs time, and he doesn't have that. He's not being given that time. Zoun is moving in. Force fields will slow him down. Slow down Zoun. Despite that, oh, actually gets a Void Ray. Void Ray goes out. Nice pickup. Shield Batteries, they finish. Is it enough? Boys are being pulled. Jumy down to 2 Stalkers. And Jumy, he does force down back. Whew. Barely holding. Another shield battery doesn't complete in time. Oracle into the main. No, the stasis. Not again. Jumy. Not again, Papi. Takes the stasis to the face. It's the semifinals all over again. Jumy. He does hold. But his mining has been interrupted. Jumy pulling back. Ooh. Catching out the army, very nice force fields. And the shield buddies, they preserve the sentries. Jumy fights well. He defends very nicely here if it wasn't for the stasis speaking of. No! Okay, this time he notices. This time, Jumy, he pulls away in time. Only getting caught out by 2 probes. Thankfully. He's okay. We're okay, Papi. We're okay. Jumy, he holds, he defends. Likewise across the map, both players building up. Jumy has a higher probe count, but no tech. Oh, I say that. He has Blink. My apologies. Blink is already done. Blink is already done here. And now Jumy, he has gained map control. The pendulum swings from one player to the other. Back and forth. And Jumy's pushing. He's going to be pushing. Once again, repowering that gateway. How many gates is Zoun? He's got 2 back at home. We have a 3rd on the way. And of course, the 4th being repowered. So 4-gate blink. But he's getting into the forge. This tells us that Jumy doesn't really intend to commit. He doesn't intend to kill Zoun here, just to contain as he's working on those upgrades. Meanwhile, Zoun coming with 2 oracles. And the shield battery is not going to be good enough. It's not good enough. 2, 3 probes going down, getting up to 4. And even more. That's Jumy. He's out of position. 6 probe kills. 6 probes going down. Getting even more, getting up to 8. Jumy racing back home, trying to defend, trying to keep up. Emphasis on trying. Zaddy recalls back home, getting his own 3rd expansion towards the south. Does get his 3rd. Getting his 3rd base up and running. Jumy backs up. Jumy getting his own 3rd as well. As that economic lead that Jumy once had isn't there anymore. Not anymore. Oh, dives into the natural though. Bold move. Gets 2, 3 probes. 4 stalker. Jumy should get away. Just really awkward SimCity here for Zoun. Jumy pulls out. Not the worst trade. Stalker with 3 workers. Jumy now taking a slight economic lead. Getting his own standard 3rd base. And we have a game. We have a game. We have a game state here. Jumy pulling away. Zoun breaking out. And we'll see if Zoun can push through. I mean, he does have those immortals. Nice force fields though. The force fields, they lock down the army. They force Zoun back. At the same time, double oracle into the main base. Probes are going to be falling. And it might just be too much. Zoun, he takes down the immortal likewise. The prism does fall. No more reinforcements for Zoun. He gets surrounded. And does Jumy have enough? That's still 3 immortals. 3 immortals, that's still insane. Jumy, he will lose all his stalkers. And Zoun, he does have too much. He breaks through the defensive line. Takes down 10 probes in the main. Pushes through into the natural. And Zoun, he has done it. Takes down the pylons. Pushing into the mineral line. There's a handful of reinforcements left here for Jumy. But it's not enough. It's barely not enough. 14 probe kills. And GG gets called. Zoun, he snowballs out of control, taking game number 2. Whew. GG. GG, well played. Zoun will extend his lead in the series, but that was a more back and forth here. Jumy, I'm quite fond of his opener. He did force an overreaction out of Zoun. He defended barely as well against the Void Ray counterattack. Unfortunately, did struggle against the Oracles. Whether it was the Stasis Traps, whether it was the double Oracle harass in the main base as well, the Oracles did a lot of damage, and Jumy was unable to really maintain his lead as much as he would have liked. And with that, we did see Zoun snowball out of control. GG. GG, well played. That means that Zoun, of course, is 1 game away. 1 game away from becoming our champion. Onomas is all he needs. Jumy has to fight back here and now to force the series out of this. To force the series to fight back. Game 3 is going to be on Whispers of Gold. Getting into Game 3. Game. Yo, CranKy, first time watching live. Nice caster. Keep on. Oh, thank you. Rodriguez, papi. Renan, thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Welcome to the finals of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle. Glad you found us here. Again, the stream had to go down earlier. We were having some latency issues, but we are back. We are good to go, and we are nearing the tail end of the broadcast. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the German Protoss player, the green Protoss, down in this series. We'll see if we can make a series out of this, though. The pressure is on. For Streamer Zone, it is Jumy. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player from South Korea, leading the series 2-0. One more game is all he needs. It is Zoun. And we're proxying. We're proxying. This time we might commit a little bit harder. As a reminder, last game, Jumy went for a... Oh, is he 4-gating? There's no gas. No shot. No gas whatsoever. The gateways, yep, there we go. 1, 2, show us the third and show us the fourth gateway. Keep going. Send it, papi, send it. There it is. There's the third gateway. 3-gate. Okay, proxy, 3 gates out of Jumy. Mass Zealot. Just pure Zealot here. No, sorry, my apologies. I thought that was the third gateway. Forge. It's going to be a 2-gate Zealot cannon rush out of Jumy. Let's go. The cannon rush is upon us. And as we're getting into potentially the final game of the series, shout out to Predator for boosting the prize pool. Does provide some extra prize money for the players. Big shout out to Predator Sources. The boys are being pulled. The pylons are being thrown down. Zoun taking this very seriously. Does force a cancel on the first pylon. And gets us around on the second. Jumy, he can throw down the low ground there. Cannons are on the way. Cannons, pylons, more boys being pulled. Zealot is in production. And Zoun, he should be able to hold on here. Takes down the pylon. Getting on top of the cannon itself. Again, only one cannon. Probe is going to be sent away. Oh, no. The Zealots have arrived, though. The Zealots have arrived. And the cannon will not finish. Oof. It's going to be cancelled. The Zealots do pose a threat. And Zoun is supply block. Uh-oh. Brutal supply block here for Zoun. The boys, they come in for a surround. Oh, they will. Oh my god, the drone drilling. The probe drilling even. Takes out both Zealots. Both Zealots get surrounded, and with that, it looks like we should be able to hold on. Zoun pulls away. Oh, the eyes. The spray. He's looking. GG, well played. Zoun holds. Zoun defends. Good luck and then good night. And Zoun will take the series 3-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations to Zoun, as he will claim the series. He will be our champion. GG, well played. A shout out to Jumy for making a series out of this regardless. It was a 3-0, that is true, but it was a fun 3-0 nonetheless. Again, we saw Proxy Dark Shrine in game 1. I do apologize for the stream going down as well. I mean, again, it was out of our control, but I do apologize for the stream going down. I will most likely recast. I'm probably going to recast that game like off stream. I'm probably going to recast and re-record and going to upload that VOD to YouTube just to make things a little bit more seamless. But otherwise, at least game 2 and game 3 was here live for you, and I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Again, I do think that Jumy looked quite good in game 2. I think game 2 was quite close. If only if it wasn't for the Oracle harass, Jumy wasn't quite able to keep up. Likewise here in game 3, Jumy with the attempted cannon rush, bold move. And I'm sure Jumy just wants to go to sleep. I'm sure Jumy, he's just hella tired. It's very late in Europe, so I don't blame him. If you're out there, if you're watching from Europe, get some sleep. Get some sleep, get some rest. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed the broadcast, if you want some more CranKy Duckling action, someone earlier was saying like, oh, you guys are almost live every day. Bappy, we're live every day. Check out our schedule here, as we're going to be back later on tonight. Now, to be fair, this week we did have a day off. We had the first day off in all of January on Monday. Again, we had 24 hours of casting over the weekend, 24 hours of StarCraft over the weekend, so my throat was very sore, so I was unable to cast on Monday. I do apologize. We missed out on the Wardy TV Monday as a result, so there was no cast on Monday, as you can see. But we're here on Thursday, and we just wrapped up with the Tenacious Turtle Tussle, and in a couple of hours' time, in at 6 p.m. KST, which is 8 p.m. here, in 6 hours. In 6 hours time, we are going to be live with the Pondcast. If you're curious, what even is the Pondcast? The Pondcast is our weekly talk show where we do go over the results of the week, any news in StarCraft, interviews, documentaries, balance, maps, patches, just tournament results. We just say, it's just a nice little talk show that we do host on a weekly basis. So we have the Pondcast in 6 hours, and 3 hours after the Pondcast, we have day number 2 of the Lil League Cup. That is going to be Lil League Cup playoffs day number 2. We're going to be featuring players like Cyril, like Clem, Rainer, Max Pax, Dark, Hero, alongside other Skillus as well, alongside others. So the best players in the world are going to be facing off in Lil League Cup. You can see Lil League Cup is 5 days this week. 5 days straight to crown our Lil League Cup champion. So tune in if you want some high quality StarCraft, the best players in the world, all facing off in Lil League Cup. Likewise, tomorrow we have the CranKy Christmas Invitational. That's also going to be a banger as well, featuring players like Jumy, I believe Shin, Zoun, and many others. So check out the Invitational. That's going to be tomorrow. Day after that, we have KSL. We have the Firegrow Cup. Firegrow Cup is a monthly CIS region-based tournament, so check out the Firegrow Cup. It's going to be a lot of fun, featuring players like Yang Yakov, like Shameless, Wayne, Nicoract, Art, and many others, Nikic as well, and many others. So we have Firegrow Cup over the weekend. It's only 4 a.m. Kappa. So plenty of StarCraft, as you can see, every day. Every day we have a cast. Every day we have at least 2 casts a day. Again, Monday and Tuesday were anomalies just because there were some scheduling issues, and I was very out of it after the weekend, so I did need a day of rest. So I do apologize for that. But that should never happen again. Oh no. Fun fact: we did have 2 days off in December. We had Christmas Eve and Christmas Day we took off. Here we have 1 day off in January. And the rest of January should be jam-packed. We have plenty of content coming in. Our regular weekly tournaments, the return of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle, the return of Sparkling Tuna Cup, the return of Sea Duckling Open. Again, if you want to help support the CranKy Ducklings, you can do so via Patreon. These are the events that are funded via Patreon here on my right. You can see here we have a Sea Duckling Open, Sparkling Tuna Cup, and Masters One Open as well. These are the tournaments that we host on a regular basis, and they are returning next week. So do check them out. If you want to help support our tournaments, you can do so via Patreon. You can see our Patreon is set up there underneath the schedule. You can see we currently earn $338 a month via Patreon. 100% of that money goes towards tournaments, and we have our next goal at 400 USD a month. That is to boost the prize pool and to pay out top 4. Currently, only top 2 do earn any money in our tournaments, and we would love to pay out top 4 as well. So we're getting there. We are getting there. We are working our way up towards that goal, up towards that stretch goal. So thank you so much to all the patrons. Thank you. Thank you so much to all of our patrons. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers, all of our supporters, whether it's through donations, whether it's through just watching, whether it's through just watching the channel. Thank you. Thank you. Again, we cast more than any other channel out there in StarCraft, more than Steadfast, more than Wardy, more than Rotterdam, more than Pig, more than anyone else. We have the content, we have the quantity, and we have a little bit of the quality as well. Let's go. That's all we have. I remember someone asking the other day, like, yo, you cast so much. Why do you cast so much? It's like, mate, we have to catch up. We only started casting full-time in 2020. Like, we only started casting full-time during COVID. COVID is when we started to commit, just because that was when WCS ended, and we felt like we needed to step in and step up and actually, contribute to the scene and to the community. Up until then, we were only just viewers and of course, fans and avid enjoyers of StarCraft in different ways. So we only started casting full-time 2020, so it's been 5 years, and you have to catch up, because all these other guys, they've been casting a lot longer. They've been casting since, Wings of Liberty or Heart of the Swarm. We've been watching since then, but we haven't been casting, so we have to catch up. We have to make up for all that lost time. So yeah, and I'm sure we are. I'm sure we are catching up with everyone else. We're getting there. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. And with that, we are going to be wrapping up for the time being. I'm going to go and get some rest and get some sleep. Again, I do need to rest up for the rest of the cast later on tonight, for the Pondcast and for Lil League Cup. I don't want to be, sleep deprived for that. So I'm going to try and be at 100% energy, 100% as best as I can. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. We do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys either later tonight, or you can catch our VODs on YouTube. We upload VODs on a daily basis, so plenty of VODs on YouTube. Or you can tune into another one of our casts, depending on what's better for you, better for your time zone and your time slot. That's another reason why we cast twice a day. One is a little bit more European friendly, another is a little bit more NA friendly. And again, we do non-stop casting here, so we do our best to cater, depending on the time zone, that you're able to watch something here on the CranKy Ducklings. That's why there's like basically like a 12-hour gap between these casts, so I can sleep at least, and to, you know, cover different time zones, to cover different people depending on where you are casting. StarCraft, wherever you are, hopefully, ideally. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time here. Again, congratulations to our top 4, as in this tournament, top 4 are paid out. So congratulations to Zoun, Jumy, Shameless, and Gerald. Pure Protoss. Oh, the PvPs. Oh, the Protoss, man. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you guys next time. Until then, stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. We have been raiding Uppertree a lot. Uppertree has been doing a subathon. But now he's playing Zelda, as it's his namesake. He's playing Zelda. Is there another StarCraft stream going on right now? There's someone playing StarCraft. I see Bomioja. I see Cosmos as well. Cosmito. Who else? Mapu. Flipper Flapjack. Senor Dave Testa. Adonis as well. That's a decent amount of streamers. A decent amount. Let's give some love to Bomioja. Yeah. Let's give some love. He's a good guy. Nice guy. Does often support us here on the CranKy Ducklings as well, so share the love, share the support. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time for the next stream, whether it's tonight, whether it's tomorrow. We'll see you guys whenever we see you next. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego. Until next time.